What is up, YouTube? It's Yabon, it's SmackNPie here. Welcome to a Super Dark Deception Chapter 5 video. Yes, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. Super in the brackets and Dark Deception Chapter 5 video because it is stemming from Super Dark Deception and is going to Chapter 5. Okay, so the news is trading cards for Super Dark Deception are now live on Steam. You can see some of them on your screen as we speak. We got Darkstar, we got Beers, we got Malik, we got Reaper Nurses, we got Joey Kill, we got Aguful, we got Puppet King, and of course the final one is Mama Bear. I'm only gonna focus on two cards for this video, and that is the Darkstar and Puppet King. The rest are interesting in terms of how they play out as in like lore wise, because we got a description of each of these cards that tells us what these characters are and whatnot. So
hello there.
Wait a minute!
get SnakeZ app on your phone right now as we speak. A link in the description for free. Download SnakeZ using my link in the description. Yes, we're doing the segue. Shout out to Neba for sponsoring. SnakeZ is an app that you can use, create an account, play the games that you already love, that you're already good at, collect points, and then withdraw them to make money, to buy games, to get gift cards, and so much more. I've used Neba myself. Have I said this enough? Like, genuinely, I've used Neba way before they contacted me, and I told them that, hey, what a freaking coincidence that I've already used your service before, and now this is just a perfect match. So yeah, great service, great app. It is as simple as it gets. Shout out to Neba. Download SnakeZ. Link in the description. Remember, use my link in the description. Back to the video. Let's start, let's just jump straight into it. The first thing that we're going to talk about is Darkstar. Of course, interesting. She is this Chapter 5 character. We haven't met her yet. And first things first, we're seeing a new look at her design. Well, not really, but a new look at her nonetheless. She's looking clean and great as ever. Okay, so let's start with her age, which is eternal. So we're going to get that out of the way. Let's not delve more into that one specifically. Her rank is Major Demon, which is insane. Alright, we're gonna come back to this because it is, again, the second part of our video. The third one is a hobby. She loves singing, she loves dancing, of course she got a mic, but executions is one of her hobbies. What is that even supposed to mean? We're gonna come to it in just a second. Her favorite music is pop, her profession is pop star, and then the dislikes are interesting. She dislikes Lucky the Rabbit, which is insane, alright? I mean, not really insane, but it's like, it is a thing nonetheless. She also dislikes old machines, which is, again, another hint to the kind of character that she is, her role in Chapter 5, but also, it might give us a little bit of a hint as to what kind of a prison we're gonna get in Chapter 5. More to this in a second. She also hates the untalented and the lazy people. Okay, we might have a problem in that regard. Darkstar, chill out. And finally, prison breaks. Again, going deep into the prison portion, we're gonna come to it in just a freaking second. So it gives us 2 points of her role. Chapter 5 is specifically the prison. We're gonna come to it in just a second. And the second thing I want to talk about is his age, eternal. His rank, Major Demon. Hobby, puppetry, which is very interesting. Brooding, even more so interesting, but war is interesting. He is a king after all. And finally, this is so random, shopping. He likes shopping. I mean, his hobbies were war, brooding, puppetry, then shopping. Where did that come from? Then, of course, his favorite music is symphony. His profession is, of course, being a puppet master. And now, the dislikes are unworthy peasants. Ooh, being crownless. We found a weakness, ladies and gentlemen. Defeat. He doesn't like defeat at all. And then defiant mortals. So there you go. Doug Hauser is going to be defiant mortal. I think this is giving us a little bit of the kind of dialogue he's going to have with us in Chapter 5. So these two were the character description that I liked. And if you click on these cards, you get more, well, badges we should say, you get more introduction on that. So let's go back to Darkstar. Here it says Darkstar is one of Malik's 4 generals. Yes. Yeah, remember the rank that I said? Yes. She's one of Malik's 4 generals. Darkstar is the most talented demon in the Nightmare Realm, as she frequently likes to remind her inmates. Okay, we're gonna come back to it in just a second. Impress her enough and she'll make you into a star. However, bore her, because, she doesn't like them talentless, lazy people. Bore her with their lack of talent, and it is execution time. There is no room for mediocrity. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Are you getting a little bit of chills? Not really. Chill out. So what we're seeing here is interesting. She is one of Malik's 4 generals, and I'll just tell you right now who those 4 are. Lucky, Mama Bear, Puppet King, and Darkstar. So We're gonna again come back to these descriptions in just a second. Let's go to Puppet King. One of Malak's 4 generals, Puppet King is a master of puppetry and magic. Interesting, because you know he's finna control the minds of the mannequins. So with his puppet strings, he can easily take control of any demon or mortal. The only thing he lacks is a crown, which he is painfully aware of. As ambitious and intelligent as he is powerful, Puppet King could one day become an elite demon himself. Game changer, ladies and gentlemen. If he just stays patient, if he just does his stuff using his, brain and intelligence and the kind of, personality that he has, one day he could stand toe to toe with Malak. Against Malak, or even overtake him, ladies and gentlemen. That's how insanely huge his role is as an enemy. For us, Dark Decision, for Doug Hauser. So this description tells us a lot about these freaking characters. So Puppet King, the only thing he lacks is the crown. Like, he is up there, literally deserved to be Malak's main general. He's intelligent, he is powerful, he knows how to puppeteer people, mortals and demons, even demons there, he says. And specifically, he's got that touch of magic, which is, if you got touch of that, if you know how to, maneuver around the black magic and all that other stuff, you're good to freaking go in the world of Dark Deception in the Nightmare Realm. So let's go back to Darkstar here, Malak's 4 general, and it is interesting, out of the 4 one, only Mama Bear, who is one of the Malak's 4 general, she seems to be the only one who does not care about, posts, ranks per se. Lucky's up there, he always been wanting to be the next in line for Malak, be the big guy, the main guy, the one that, could, because he always kind of, says boss to Malak and all that other stuff. But for Puppet King and Darkstar, it is interesting. And you gotta give credit to Malak, not really because he's a demon, but you gotta hand it to Malak. He's been keeping all these demons in check with this kind of ego, especially Puppet King and Lucky. Well done, you. Hey, he's an elite demon after all. So here they said Darkstar is the most talented demon in Nightmare Realms. The most talented and the most intelligent demon in the Nightmare Realms is what we're up against in the chapter 5. So ladies and gentlemen, this chapter 5, if they keep the same narrative consistency in both the story as well as the gameplay, like if all of these things that they're saying about these characters actually shows through gameplay, the way we struggle, I would struggle, but the way we would struggle against these enemies in their levels, it's gonna be litty as a bichi, ladies and gentlemen. But here they gave us a little bit hint to Darkstar role, and I want to just go a little bit deeper into that. So prison, we've been having yard time, we've been having executions, prison break and all that other stuff, but imagine every time she catches you, the game gives you a quick time event to, hit a dance move or maybe sing a little bit, and if you mess up and you are mediocre, any less talent, and you're dead. That would be funny, but no. So 2 things. Number 1, it is going to be a modern prison in my personal opinion, because she hates old machines. We got a little bit glimpse of that in one of the concept, sort of first look at chapter 5, the kind of machinery that we saw over there. So it seems to me that it's going to be kind of sort of modern prison with modern machinery. So the executions and the traps and the death penalties literally in this prison are going to be a little more modern per se. So it's gonna be brutal, it's gonna be violent, it's gonna be gory, and I am here for it, ladies and gentlemen. If for some reason we have a face-off between Puppet King and Darkstar, I would love that, because both of them striving for the next seat after Malak, that would be litty as a bichi. I think, and this is where I'm gonna end this video because it's actually getting way off topic, I think the mantle should go to Lucky, the way he orchestrated our entire downfall from that point, third zone and whatnot. I think he should be the one taking it, because again, we haven't faced Puppet King, we haven't faced Darkstar. So if there's anyone who should be next in line after Malak, is Lucky, and if there's anyone who deserves a spin-off game or a spin-off story, is Lucky. I've always had this idea of making a 2D game where in an alternate universe Malak would outcast Lucky from his own gang, from his own, demon world and whatnot, and he would have bruises, he would lose entire one of his eye, and he would have a sword, right? And he would outcast it in like some abandoned a forest full of demons and whatnot, and that game would follow his journey, his redemption arc of finding other mortals, helping them against Malik and against those demons, against his previous foes, helping them escape and, well, finding himself a purpose. Okay, that's getting a little deep, ladies and gentlemen, but the final boss, in my mind, the vision was the final boss would be, of course, Malik, but it would be his, closest friends, being, freaking Pig and Penny, and they would appeal to him emotionally, and it would be a balance of, hey, remember us? We used to have good times. And number two, Malik is forcing us to do this. We don't want to do this to you. Bro, we're getting off topic. I think I could be a good writer if I, want to be. Anyways, 100k, let's go, boy. Also, download SnakeZ app, link in the description. This was just a tease of the kind of videos that I want to do moving forward on this channel. So, yeah, 100k, let's go, boy.